I've been experimenting with joysticks today and options for particularly controlling a game like Quake. The MicroPad, the N64 one, connects quite easily into the Dreamcast controller, of course, and by taking the data line, ground, vertical and horizontal lines in combination of pairs, individual pairs, you can actually make a D-pad work that way as well. The issue, of course, with using a D-pad for something like Quake is it's very easy to move left and right, but up and down it takes a little bit longer in order to get it quite accurate. So ideally we're back into the realms of using one of these. The SuperPad for the N64 is actually in principle exactly the same joystick as it is for the MicroPad, but for whatever reason moving left seems to move a bit slower than it does moving right. With this one it seems to be even, which of course is exactly what you want. Moving on to the system, to give you some form of comparison, if you're using the official Dreamcast controller, it does move quite quickly. It's quite easy there to move off centre and to then have to get yourself back, which is fine, but if you've got someone running after you with a shotgun, you don't really want to be faffing about with deciding where you are at that point of time. The N64 controller, basically the stick is a lot bigger, it's also a bit wider, so it's easier to rest on your finger and to operate it more like you would do with a mouse. It's obviously not the same, but it is quite easy to use and it's got more control. It also seems to move very slightly slower than it does for the official Dreamcast, which is a bit strange, but again it seems to work very well. Consequently, that's the control I'm going to use as a main joystick.